And we are now live for the 2020 NFL Draft Recap and Analysis Special episode. This is the Fantasy Couch Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned in with Hussein the Brain and Mike Mittal, and we're going to be talking about the draft. We're going to need your team participation. We're live right now on YouTube as well, so I want you guys to help out with team grades. Any comments you guys have, leave it in the live chat. I'll try to read some as we go along, but really want your help with the team grades. We're going to go through and give each team a grade based on how well they did. There's some shockers. There's some great things going on. We're going to get into that. I wanted to start off with some memes. Is that okay? We start off with the memes. So me and you are making fun of how bad it's going to be. And actually, like, our live stream was worse. Like, it went pretty well for a virtual draft overall.
Oh yeah, it went great.
Like, it went great. And something I posted on Twitter got a little bit of traction. Like, people actually agreed with me that, I mean, there's pros and cons to both. And just like with everything, the virtual draft versus the traditional draft. And I was like, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like a lot of this aspect with the virtual draft. Like, is it just me? And a lot of people were in agreement. Like, everyone who responded. Some people said, like, look, I kind of like both, but a lot of people were like, I really like this one because I don't like the, where'd you get your wardrobe and this and that. Like, I'd rather just watch film analysis. I'd rather watch. I mean, these guys' jobs, right? Like, they're essentially scouts working for ESPN and NFL Network. I want to know what Brian Billick thinks, or what some coach thinks. Like, these guys are smarter than me when it comes to evaluating talent. I want to know some dope stuff. I don't care where you spent the $30,000 on your suit, or I just don't care about what they're wearing. Right after saying that, we're going to jump into some silly memes. Here is CeeDee Lamb, and this is apparently his girlfriend. I just uncovered some more information about this. She takes the phone. I think the Cowboys are FaceTiming him, and he grabs the phone right back from her. Now, this is a nothing burger. This is what happens when you have a camera on you for 4 hours, 7 hours straight. But she made it out to be a big burger. She used to date Mike. She used to date Trey Young. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That's extremely talented basketball player. Probably not an upgrade, actually, because basketball players just have that natural clout, as I was saying on the previous episode. Next meme, we have Mr. Goodell reading a card upside down. And then we have, this one was very funny, girlfriend trying to hug. Who is this? Isaiah Wilson, 29th overall pick. Is that it? And then mama says, move over. Stop trying to get in the camera. And his mom just moves her away. And we have another Roger Goodell reading another card up. This is reading upside, right? Now, this meme is not really accurate. The Chargers, they couldn't get 12 Charger fans on the screen. But I've seen this with a lot of them. Maybe it's just the signal going out or something. But I
think it was pre-recorded, honestly, like all these videos with fans.
I'm pretty
sure it's pre-recorded.
And there's a bunch of people tuned in right now, by the way. Could you guys get on this? Did you guys get on this? I thought about getting on here, but then, I quickly gave up. I was like, I'm not that interested. We have a meme comparison. We have Bill Belichick in a normal looking house with a very old, kind of ugly table, and it says 8 rings. And then we have Cliff Kingsbury, who's in kind of like the best house I've ever seen in my life, and it says 5 wins. I mean, this guy's house is so nice. Just the back, like, it looks psychotic, right? It looks like one of those.
It is Arizona, though. It's easier to get.
It's cheap, yeah.
Arizona. It's cheap, so everyone relax.
Nobody lived in Arizona until air conditioning was invented, and then you can ball out with houses like this. Is just true story. Next we have an accurate image of ESPN. He says, ESPN NFL draft producers, when they find out a draft pick grew up in a loving household with both parents present, and the ESPN broadcasters are just pissed off, annoyed, and depressed because they have nothing else to talk about.
There were some pretty crazy stories, though. Like, I think it was the Yetur Matos Gratos. He's like a DN from Penn State. So his dad. Did you hear that story in the draft?
Is it sad? I don't want to hear.
It's kind of
Yeah,
sad.
I
All
don't
right,
want.
I
That's
guess
the one.
we'll.
That's the one I hated the most. I was like, no, I don't want to. I mean, I was sad and intrigued, but it's like, if I want to do that, then I'm gonna watch a Netflix doc, the one at the very end of the list. That the algorithm
But it
doesn't
was
recommend.
surprising. Like, there was a lot of crazy life stories that happened to these guys. Like I don't remember like that many before. I don't know if they just did that because
Virtual
of the
draft.
Zoom format.
Virtual draft.
Yeah.
Here we have Roger Goodell after the edibles hit. Right here. He got extra comfy. Then we have Bill Belichick, head coach, lower thirds, but it looks to be a puppy husky. And it's not Bill Belichick. I think the dog.
Nike, his dog.
That's his dog, Nike.
Yeah, that's what he got. He has a Twitter account now. Like he blew up.
That's an amazing looking dog. I think it's a husky. And then we have the Titans.
It's a husky for sure.
We have the Titans draft room with I don't know what the hell's going on there.
That one won for me.
Again, Roger Goodell. Yeah, but they were trying, so that's why I don't give it a win. Yeah. I like when it's not like CeeDee Lamb's. That was not like planned. You know, I like when it's not planned.
You see the side eye he gave her?
Yeah, at the end. Everyone, so yeah, I'm showing all this stuff as we go. And then Roger Goodell again with the card upside down.
Check on Roger.
And then we have Roger Goodell when he's chilling. Now he has on those night shades or the blindfolds, whatever, and a nightcap. Sitting in his chair, and we just added these new ones. Oh, this is not a meme, but Thaddeus Moss goes undrafted, LSU tight end.
No,
the record-breaking son of Randy Moss had evaluations in the mid-rounds by many draft experts, but he's had 3 foot surgeries in less than 2 years, including another this spring.
Oh.
And then a random guy named Gage Ramirez says he finna go to Cincinnati with Burrow. Makes sense.
Oh yeah,
makes a lot of sense.
And I love that.
We're gonna kick it. I was about to ask you, what's the craziest things, but this meme will definitely segue into that. I couldn't find a normal meme, so I found an edgy, inappropriate one, which we'll do. It says Packers logic, and it has a man with a gun pointed at another man who's getting shot up, and it says weapons for Aaron Rodgers, and then the man shooting it is the front office, and he shoots him an excessive amount of time. There's smoke everywhere, and then why can't we win another Super Bowl? ? So obviously, I predicted this in a way, but still a shocker. What was so shocking? What did the Packers do, and why was it so damn shocking?
They picked Jordan Love to be the heir apparent to Aaron Rodgers, and they definitely did not tell him. And they also traded up to get him when this was definitely the best wide receiver class of the last, several years. And they did not get a wide receiver, and instead they drafted a running back.
Like
so,
Laviska would have been Laviska is a day one starter. Like he's an impactful player, a guy you can get round 2. That's an understatement. As in like the wide receivers were just loaded. You can get a wide receiver with tons of upside, a developmental one. You could get a day one starter. You could get a route runner, or you can get an athletic guy. You can get a short guy, a tall guy, a jump ball guy. It's really like pick which one you want. There's about 11, 12 of them that were very good. And I saw this coming, though. I thought the Packers had a good chance to draft one of the quarterbacks who fell, whether it would be Herbert or Love. But yeah, they did. Did they really need to trade up for him? Though
that's the question. That's the $1 million question that we will never know.
And then this one was weird. So this was the meme I was trying to find, but we had to go live. It's round 2, pick 23. No, sorry, round 2, pick 30. They draft AJ Dillon, running back, and that's their second pick. And I just want to double check. I mean, they did trade, so like, what else are they gonna? Of course, that's all they can do. So yeah, it's right here. Come on, where is it? It's not loaded. Oh, there it is. So yeah, it's round 1. They moved up to draft Jordan Love, pick 26 overall. Then in round 2, they draft running back AJ Dillon. I
head
know.
scratcher. Is Aaron Rodgers on the way out? What do you think? I mean, he has to be. I think a lot of people are saying the Bears are a potential landing spot. How crazy would
Wow.
that be?
Why? What? I.
Yes.
So there's a lot right here. So Aaron Rodgers is getting towards the end of his career. I mean, he could still have at least 3 years to play. Um,
He's under contract, right, for 3 more years
I
or
don't know,
4
but
more
I mean,
years.
I don't know anything about his contract being up though. And then
It's not.
it's happened with Brett Favre when Rodgers was drafted, very similar. But everyone expected them to get a wide receiver. I mean, they're just. I think they're not. I think Aaron Rodgers is a poo-poo face. I think the organization isn't too fond of him.
Well, guess what? They're not going to without him.
Yeah, I mean, he
So
is, a big part of the team, to say the least. Well, anyway,
they needed a lot, by the way.
I'm
They
just
needed
baffled.
linebacker, cornerback.
It's hard. I don't know
Yeah.
what to say. It's a tough one. And then we have. Let's move on to the next one. I think the Eagles. I think these are the two big shocks to me. The Packers. Even though I kind of predicted what the Packers would do, still absolutely shocked after round 2 what they did in totality. And then the next one's the Eagles. This is the most shocked I was. That's when you're supposed to say something.
Oh, I thought you were going to say why you were so shocked.
I had to give you room to talk. I gotta let you say something, and then I talk.
Okay, I mean, we all know why everyone was shocked by this because they just signed Carson Wentz to a multi-year. He's $100 million man now, 4-year extension, and then they go and get a second round Heisman rub hurt. And the reason why I believe they did is because the Eagles are one of those teams that they invest in the quarterback, and which you've seen with Nick Foles, and then with Wentz. This is believe it.
Is your phone on 5G or Wi-Fi? You switch it. It's like it's getting ugly.
No, I'm sorry, I don't know. The audio's kind of messed up. I'm using AirPods.
No, I
Can you hear me?
meant. Can you take your phone off Wi-Fi? It might help.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know how to do that? You scroll down and then you don't even have to go to settings.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, wait.
No, you're going to
Oh.
settings. you're,
All right, let's just not do it.
no, you can do it. No, I would. We couldn't hear anything you said, so no, it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not helping. So, anyway, they drafted Jalen Reagor, which I didn't think was that big of a deal. Like, yes, Cowboys blew it out the water getting CeeDee Lamb. It was amazing, but Reagor wasn't that bad of a pick. Getting Jalen Hurts in round 2 was just crazy. Like I did not see that coming, like at all. And people are saying he's gonna be a gadget player like Taysom Hill. Like what?
I think they're just betting that he's gonna get hurt, and they need insurance on their investment.
This is
That's plain and
true
simple.
though. How can we have it both ways? People like us, basically anybody. A lot of people are like Wentz is injury prone, right? And then when they do it, that when the Eagles admit it and get a pick, we're gonna criticize them again. And it's still a shocker though. And I'm sure they're gonna have packages for him. But at least they got wide receivers, and I love what the Niners did, getting rid of some cap space.
Yeah.
Not just in the draft, but the little cap space moves we made, shipping off Breida, getting a 5th round pick, getting a O-line prospect. We got an offensive tackle out of that, and then shipping Marquise Goodwin,
Yeah.
shedding over $3.6 million in cap space. These are great moves, and we moved up a few spots in round 6. I think that was a good trade for both teams. The Eagles get a speed guy, and Marquise Goodwin was our wide receiver 4. He wasn't getting too many snaps.
Eagles need him. They need him. So he'll get a lot of, opportunity there that he wouldn't have got with us. It's a win-win for everybody all the way around for a Goodwin trade.
I see Royal Keys Chris in the chat, what's up? Thanks everyone for tuning in. Do you want to get into what's good, or should we go to the grades? What do you think?
I'm just going the grades.
All right,
Jump
let's
right
do the
into
grades,
it.
guys. All right, group participation. This is a family event. This is a family picnic. Okay, we're gonna have some arguments. We're gonna have some, what are they called? Potato sack races. We're gonna
cornhole.
cornhole. We're gonna do the whole thing. It's gonna be a good time. Maybe play a little bit of dominoes. Family gathering, guys. So as a group, we're gonna do team grades. Can you read off who each team drafted, Mike? Or should I?
I don't have that.
I can do it. Mike is can we tell the people what's going on with you?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, tell them.
You're you're away. You're out of town.
Yes.
Undisclosed location.
Undisclosed location. I'm in a bunker.
Area 49.
Somewhere in the North Nevada area.
Just outside of Area 51.
Yep. That's all I can say.
That's all you can say. All right.
But I'm here. Draft was crazy.
Yeah, draft was nuts.
I didn't think it would be that good. Like, I was surprised.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I thought I was very negative about the whole thing, and I enjoyed it.
They said it was the highest rated, like, ever.
Yeah, because people are really watching something else right now. I know people that hate football, like, maybe they like other sports, a lot more. Like, people that don't really like football were watching this.
Yeah, Bill Simmons' son was saying on his show that he, even his son, like, wanted to watch it. He never watched it before, so that just shows it's a big deal this year. So
we started off with the Bengals, who had the first overall pick. They got Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Logan Wilson, linebacker. Those were the main guys they got. So what would you guys, and here's the other picks, what would you guys rate the Bengals? We're doing traditional grades, like grade school, like high school, whatever. A+, F-. What grade do we give the Bengals? Mike, what are you giving them?
If they get Thaddeus Moss, I'm giving this an A.
But they have to get Thaddeus Moss, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, how about if they say, no, we don't want him? What would you give him?
Okay, I'll give him let's give it A-. They had a great draft. They got the quarterback of the future. I mean, they had the first pick of each round, so it's kind of hard to mess up when you have a high pick like that.
Wait, the Browns never messed up? The Browns always had the first pick. They messed up a lot in the past.
Well, they have the first pick of each round, yeah. So,
let's say they have an advantage. Let's put it like that.
They had an advantage. They have a hometown kid, Joe Burrow, the greatest college quarterback to ever come out, who's a hometown kid. So that story. He didn't look that happy though. I have to say, I don't know if it was on a tape delay, but he did not seem that excited to be.
Family, bro, was the most boring family. Because people could argue Tua, but nah, it's not. Because Tua's and his mom's shoes. I'm gonna try to bring this up. His mom's shoes were so weird. They looked like some Darkwing Duck villain shoes. I
don't know what's going on with that.
They looked so bad. Joe.
I think it's because my thing is I think he knows how bad the Bengals are from growing up watching them. So he's like, dude, like I just got drafted to like the worst team. Like he knows, you know what I mean? So it's like he's not excited. I'm pretty sure he did not want this to happen, but he knew his fate.
He didn't?
Everyone else did.
I mean, yeah.
Well, he didn't want to go to the Bengals. He said that. I mean, he basically kind of said that, but he knew that there was nothing that he could do. So he was just like, you know what? I'm just going to accept it.
Okay, so I'm showing everyone his mom's shoes. This was like so ridiculous. It just looks so weird. They're so big, Mike. And she's flooding too. Like, it's so weird. Like, it doesn't... like, how do you do this? And those drapes, this is just it's so whack for the first overall.
Yeah, like, I've never seen such a sad first overall pick. It was bad.
Okay, so you give
not a good start.
You give him an A-. I give him an A-. At the chat wants to give him slightly lower. And
T. Higgins is great though.
Thaddeus Moss just signed with Washington. The chat's reporting.
Okay.
Thank you guys for letting me know. I did not know that.
It's gonna replace Jordan Reed. I like it.
Yeah. Hey, guys, I'm a meme connoisseur, so there's very few memes that slid. But I mean, I just showed you guys about 12 memes. So even Joe Burrow's mom's shoes, I got
Are
that.
sad.
Bro, they look so horrible. It's so bad.
Hopefully, Joe buys her some new shoes after this.
So we settle this with a B plus, right? Some people gave it a
Yeah,
B
we can meet in the
minus, B
middle. Let's meet in
plus.
the
Yeah,
middle.
that's what
B
we're
plus.
doing. Your grade, Mike, holds the most weight, then mine, and
Okay.
then the people's.
All right. B plus. I like it.
Next up, we have Washington, and I avoid saying their team name as much as I can. Number
It's
2,
bad luck.
Washington. They probably got the best prospect in the whole draft.
Yep.
Chase Young. Did they screw this up after that? Who else did they pick?
Hold on, let me get.
I was really laser
I
focused.
think they had a decent draft.
So what I do for fantasy, I was just laser focused on where the running backs went. I mean, wide receivers are very important, but that's what I did, and I don't think they drafted a running back. So they went Chase Young, the second overall, Antonio Gibson, wide receiver, Sadiq Charles, offensive tackle, Antonio Gandy Golden, wide receiver, Keith Ishmael, center, Kaliki Hudson, linebacker, Cameron Curl, safety, James Smith Williams, edge. What do you guys give a grade for Washington, please, guys? But they did get Moss, which I like.
I think they did great just getting a, potential Hall of Fame edge rusher like a Bosa with Chase Young. You can't really mess up the draft if you get a game-changing talent like that.
And let's not dock them just because it was easy, right? Like, I feel like
yeah.
I mean, that's just the way we're grading, I guess. Just
Well,
because
they didn't mess it up. They could have
just because it fell in your lap doesn't mean I'm gonna give you a bad grade. Like, obviously, like the Patriots' job, way more challenging. Obviously, with Brady leaving and they never have a high pick. But I'm willing to hear what you guys think. Key says a grade C.
Okay.
Andy says
I'm gonna
B.
give them a higher grade.
Go ahead. What do you got?
I'm gonna give them a B plus.
B plus. Keys is kind of changing his to a C plus. Let's say there's a big difference between C, B minus. So let's just say C plus. B. You said B plus, right?
Yeah, because like if you have a dominant edge rusher, and then if Gibson, the running back from Memphis, can be a steal where they got him, I think that those are two big needs that they had.
Wide receiver. So he's a wide receiver.
Oh no. I think he's a running back.
No, they don't draft. They have 60 running backs on their roster.
Oh, okay.
They did not.
Okay.
No. They have Guisi, Bryce Love. I think they still have AP.
Are you sure? Memphis running back Antonio Gibson.
It says wide receiver. He probably played both positions.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of these guys did that. It's crazy. So yeah, and it was I honestly don't remember which one it was, but I do remember them talking in depth about like what some of these guys are going to play, and I think it was Antonio Gibson. So,
he can play both. That's why.
I think he played wide receiver his last year. I think, and so they're labeling him that. But who knows? Yeah,
well, he's very versatile. So he's going to be probably used, all over the field in mismatch situations, and I think that's good. Since we don't know what Adrian Peterson's going to do, since he's really old, and then. Obviously, Guisi, Darius Guice, he is injury prone extremely. So, just to add another weapon in the backfield, that's a good move for them.
I'm gonna give him a B plus because I was gonna ask you B or B plus, and let's push it to a B plus because of they just recently made a couple moves with undrafted free agents, and that boosts them from a B/B plus to the B plus. All right,
Thaddeus Moss.
Number 3, Detroit Lions, another cursed franchise, guys. All right. Are they going to be uncursed this year?
That is the $1 million question. Well, they got the best corner in the draft. They didn't trade down like a lot of people thought they would.
They're probably fielding calls, though.
Yeah, and they got DeAndre Swift at number 35 overall. So those are two, pretty big impact players. And I think that they make an immediate impact Obviously, Kerryon Johnson has been good, but very injury prone and unreliable so far. And DeAndre Swift, some people thought he was the best running back in the draft. So I give him a pretty high grade for this. I think they deserve an A-.
And they're confirming that Gibson was a running back / wide receiver. Yeah, DeAndre Swift, I compare him to a poor man's Dalvin Cook, which is still pretty good.
That's good.
It's still pretty good. Remember, Dalvin Cook went right around here, too. He went like 10th pick in the round 2 or something, I think, when he got
he was
drafted.
a first round. Oh, I thought he was a first rounder.
No, they had something like, he's part of a gang or something. Some news came out, which seemed kind of bogus. And then he went to round 2. And he's like, what? He's like, what the hell are y'all talking? He was like, what? He's like, I don't know what the hell that news was about. And he's like, but whatever, I'm happy to be a Viking. That was like so weird. It's so weird that does often happen. Like Deshaun Jackson, right when he got cut from the Eagles, like, oh, he's a game banner from LA. Like, what?
Well, I mean,
well, let's not get too ahead
You
of
can make
myself.
a better case for that, but yeah.
But it's just that was.
We also got a good.
Look, let's say Deshaun Jackson was accurate. Okay, still weird that comes out right when he gets cut from the Eagles. Dude's been in the league for years. Like, it's not like he's I just got like it's not like I'm 20 years old. I'm 21. Like, it's right when Chip Kelly cut him. Like, it's just weird. Anyway, Dalvin Cook fell a little bit, and DeAndre Swift, they got him at a decent value.
What about his dad? Everyone's talking about
how. Is that his dad?
His dad is.
I think I missed. That's not technically a meme, but that's a great video clip though of his dad.
Oh my! Someone needs to sign that guy.
Oh my!
He could play outside
linebacker. Or at least be like a coach, be a trainer or something like that, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Strength and conditioning for sure. That is someone.
I think I got his name spelled wrong, but
he makes DeAndre Swift look like a little boy.
Across midfield.
I have a picture of his dad, but he's got his shirt on, but still good enough. Don't mess with his dad. Looks like the bouncer. Like, you do not want to miss. What grade are we giving the Lions, guys? What do you give them, Mike?
I said A-.
A-. This is like the exact theme. Everyone goes half a grade lower than you.
That's fine.
So I'm gonna give the Lions a B+. We got a theme going here. Everyone gets a B+.
Cool.
This is like doing mock draft team grades. Everyone gets a B. B-. That's what I do.
Well, we're gonna get to some teams with some bad.
Yeah, it's not gonna. This trend's not gonna continue forever, guys.
I can't wait. Can't wait to roast them too.
Then we got the Giants. I honestly don't even know who they drafted after the first round, so I'm about to look right here.
Hold on, I need to get this going. Well, they drafted the offensive tackle.
I know that, yeah. Basically, guys, I apologize now. If they didn't draft a running back, I may not know who they drafted, because that's what I laser focused on. Because I feel like that's the most impactful when it comes to fantasy. If you draft a bunch of rookie wide receivers, you're gonna lose. Even in Dynasty, don't draft a bunch of rookie tight ends and wide receivers.
Okay, so basically they got a really good offensive tackle, Andrew Thomas, who's the highest rated offensive tackle in the draft. And then they had a really good second pick with Xavier McKinney, the safety out of Alabama.
He fell a little bit, you can say.
He did fall a little bit, yeah. So that was a really good value pick for them. But then the rest of the draft was so-so, I would say. But they did address like offensive tackle. I mean, that's going to help the run game a lot, and obviously keep Daniel Jones upright. So I'll give them a B.
And I have Saquon Barkley in Dynasty, so them really attacking the O-line position makes me a little bit happy. Everyone else on my Dynasty team took a hit, and it's a sad day. Very sad day. Everyone took a hit except my Bills D. I feel like my Bills D's did well.
Who took a hit? Like,
everyone took a hit. There was about 9 good running backs, and we'll get into it, I guess, as we go along. But Saquon's on my Dynasty team. So you said what? B+?
B. What
do you guys give the Giants? A-, A-, C, Giants' top 2 picks were fine. The rest were very meh.
Yeah,
They got a
that's
B
what I
minus. So we give him.
They got 2 starters though, so
I totally forgot what grade you gave him, Mike. We'll give him
B.
Should we just stick with a B?
Yeah,
Okay.
solid. B.
Well, some people said
Average.
A minus. I think so. Maybe that was for the
they got
Lions.
good players.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it organized, guys. All right. And then if you can type the team name because I'm so unorganized, that would help a lot so we don't get it messed up. Number 5 is the Miami Dolphins. You guys can go ahead and give team grades as soon as you guys want. So we got the Dolphins who had a ton of picks, and I mean they were in one of these super tank positions where they could basically draft whoever they wanted in a way. She'd be like, I want you, I want that, I want this with a side of that. So they went with Tua, 5 overall. Then they went with offensive tackle Austin Jackson, cornerback Noah, I don't know his name, who I think is really good, but they already have 2 good cornerbacks. But I don't hate this because you're not going to hold on to both cornerbacks for a long time. So
someone's going to get hurt.
Or you can trade one, or right before, like Richard Sherman. Like it would be crazy, if you. Like, let's say we won the Super Bowl and then traded Richard Sherman. Like, I like trading players right before they have their decline, Like, that's when you get that most value for them. You use them, and then you trade them, like, right before the decline comes. And I think that's why they drafted cornerback or was best available. They look like they did really good. What do you guys give the
They also
Dolphins?
traded for Breida, so you have to account for that as well.
Yeah, they traded a 5th rounder for Breida, which is an okay move.
It's a great move. They had no running back.
Yeah, because to draft the next Breida, you would have to spend a 3rd rounder, let's say. Yeah. And so you just spend a 5th. It's a 5th and a 3rd rounder is a pretty big difference. And, pretty low risk. Other than Breida's injuries, pretty low risk. And you got Jordan Howard. I'm thinking those 2 are going to split 50-50.
Yep, I think so.
What grade are you giving the Dolphins?
This draft will obviously live or die with the performance of Tua over the next 3 to 4 years. If he can stay injured or if he can stay healthy and not get injured, or, we don't know what we're going to get with him. The jury's still out, but let's just say he doesn't get injured and he's, a good starter in the NFL, then I'll give them a B+ for this draft.
I'm giving them an A+.
An A+?
Yeah, I think Tua was the right move because you got to take risks. You never know for sure what's going to happen. It's actually quite the opposite. You're about at a 50-50 in round 1. And I think you made the right move and you go all in. Like you went all in on the tanking essentially. Now you go all in on Tua. I think he's healthy. I think he has more injury risk than, let's just say, any other running quarterback you would pick, but not by as much. I think he had some of the surgeries he had was to strengthen himself and were optional, and the last injury was a bit scary, but I love it, man. So I'm going A+. I see B+. I see A+. I see B, and you gave him a B+?
Yeah.
So we're gonna go A-, I think.
Okay.
Because I kind of counteracted that. I gave it A+, and someone in the chat gave it A+. It's A+ for Tua. So.
Well, they almost messed up the tanking, but
they started winning. What the hell was that? Quote unquote. Yeah, that ain't really tanking. But
they weren't. They were like trying to win at the end for some reason.
But all jokes aside. The front office did the tanking. The team was always trying to win. And so that's just the way it goes. The team's always trying to win, but the front office is like, look, we're taking 16 L's here. It just didn't work that way.
It's like Jerry Krause. He's trying to tank the Bulls, but Jordan didn't want it happen.
Yeah, Jordan's like, no way. Jordan's like, what are those diet pills?
What are those diet pills? That's so funny.
Chris says, I love Tua, but thought their other 2 first-rounders could have been better. That's fair.
That's fair. That's why I gave him a B+.
Yeah. This was probably the first one that the grades are a little bit like people are like, it's intriguing. I mean, we knew that going in. They had a ton of early picks, so
it's boom or bust though. A lot of their picks is very.
You know what's kind of surprising? I really thought they would draft a running back. Like they're like, this is our guy. Too. But what they did was smart because they know they're not going to win a Super Bowl in 2020. And don't laugh at that. Sometimes you have to make obvious.
That's just a fact.
Obvious things. Yeah. So it's like, why do we need to spend a second round pick, a late first round pick on a really good running back behind a crap O-line, not win, and get him banged up? Right? Wouldn't it be the smart move to draft that guy next year? It's just smart. Or the year after. Build your O-line first. Fitzmagic retires. Tua's a good quarterback. You're building the O-line. Now you get your rookie running back. Rookie running backs always ball out if they're good. It almost like, when has it been like, oh, this rookie running back, he's talented, but he's just going to need 1 year to 3 years to develop? When's the last time we've said that? Never. And when we do, Duke Johnson never balled out. People drafted Duke Johnson in round 5 in fantasy leagues. He never panned out. He's talented, don't get me wrong, but I'm talking about as far as being, a baller, 1,000 rushing yards, 1,500 scrimmage yards. Never. Saquon, Todd Gurley, all the rookies ball out when they're running backs the first year. If they're good, they're gonna ball out the first year. Jessica says Tua is overrated. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first Tua hater. Hey. Corey Dean, $5 donation. This is the first donation we've got on this channel. I just realized that. Well, we can't hear you, Mike. What's going on? Mike, are you muted? Are your ears? Can you hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me at least. Okay, we cannot hear you. You might have muted your mic or your AirPods are muted somehow. So try to fix that while I read Corey's comment. And thank you so much, Corey. And yes, this is the first. Oh, but we didn't even announce, guys. You guys did kick butt. We did get the minimum amount of subs and watch hours, and we were able to apply for monetization, and it took them about 3-4 weeks, and they accepted it, and we're now YouTube partner, and you can donate on the second channel. So thank you so much, Corey, for the first Fantasy Couch podcast donation. Corey says Miami is a whole new team. By midseason or next year, they could be great. Love you guys and your work. Yes, completely agree. The brain, the beard of knowledge. Mike is muted. Yes, that's correct. Can you hear me, Mike? Thumbs up if you can hear me. I cannot hear you. Okay, so Dolphins, we gave them an A-. Grades were all over the place, from anywhere from an A+ to a B-, I think. Next up, number 6 is the Chargers, and Chris already gave them a B-. So go ahead, guys, give a team grade for the Chargers whenever you're ready, and try to write Chargers before your grade, just so we don't get mixed up. I would just feel so bad if we gave a team the wrong grade because of how unorganized I am. And let me look at the Chargers picks. Now, they did not draft a running back, at least not early. Maybe they drafted one later, and I don't know. But, I'm worried about Austin Eckler's value and this and that. No, they did draft a running back, but later. That's right. They did draft a running back, sorry. But more of a backup to Eckler, it seems like. We hope. Chris says, congratulations, man. You deserve it with all this hard work. Can you hear me now? Yes. I can hear you. I can see you.
Okay, good.
I can hear you. Good. Awesome. So, number 6, Chargers. Let's go with the grades, guys. They drafted a quarterback, the third quarterback drafted. They went with Justin Herbert, 6 overall. I myself was a fan of Love. I like taking Love late in round 1. But looks like the Packers pulled the trigger on that. Linebacker Kenneth Murray, late round 1. And then they took
great pick.
Joshua Kelly, running back. And I don't think this will hurt Eckler too much. I think this hurts Justin Jackson more.
Oh yeah, way more.
I have Justin Jackson in Dynasty. Not that I was expecting anything from that, though, to be realistic. And then Joe Reed, wide receiver. Alohi Gilman, safety. And KJ Hill, wide receiver. Let's give the Chargers grades, starting with Mike Mattal's grade.
I think they address. I mean, they have the quarterback of the future, which in Justin Herbert, and they got a really good stud linebacker in Oklahoma's Keith Murray. So I'm gonna give them an A minus.
I don't like Herbert. You gave him an A minus.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give
just because they got two good players. I mean,
I'm gonna
it's
give
hard to
him
do.
I'll give him a. Should I give him a higher grade than C plus? C plus
Probably. Keith Murray's good.
because of that. I'll give him a B minus. So you said A minus. I said B
Yeah.
minus. Corey says C plus. B minus from Bruce. B minus. D says Armor.
Whoa.
KJ Hill a burner. C minus. Grades are all over the place.
Yeah, that was.
If not for your grade, Mike, this would be closer to an F.
Give him a C then. Just average. Average everyone's out.
No, I think I'll have to stick with what I said, right? Because you said A minus. Is that what you said? I said B minus, and then everyone's in C, and so B minus, I guess. That's a good average. I'm trying to really give an accurate average. Murray is the best pick, says Bruce. This is a fact.
Yeah,
that's a
Murray.
fact.
Murray's really, really
That's
good.
it, right? I mean, there's not any. We obviously know Herbert was drafted early because it's the position.
Joshua Kelly was good at UCLA though, and he's a hometown kid at UCLA, LA Chargers, so that will sell some tickets, I'm sure. So, not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't go low. We can't go too low. Mike is the outlier. Throw it out. That's what happens when you get data, guys. If you have one screwball data, you just toss out the least and the most. Toss out the highest and the lowest. That's how it is.
Do they hate do you guys hate Herbert or something? Is that why?
I don't know. I think everyone's just agreeing with me. Maybe they're brain truthers.
Oh, that makes sense.
I don't know.
I
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
get it.
why? That's a good question. Why? For anyone who gave him less than a B minus, if you did C plus or lower, tell me why. And then as we're
we
doing
need some
that,
answers.
we're moving on though too, because we'll never get this done.
Yeah.
We'll go back to that. Number 7, Carolina Panthers. Their first pick kind of helps out their grade.
Yes, I would say. Well, actually, they got Ettore Gross-Matos from Penn State.
Another
Great
good pick. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was solid. So their defense. Oh, this was the draft. So they're famous because they used every single draft pick on defense. Did you know that? 7
I
draft
know they
picks
attack
on
defense, but no, I did not know it was 100%.
I think it was the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so
But they were horrible.
7 overall,
Defense.
defensive tackle Derek Brown, then Yuta Gross-Matos, edge rusher, Jeremy Chin, a safety, Troy Pride, corner, Kenny Robinson, safety, Bravion Roy, defensive tackles, Stanley Thomas Oliver, corner. It's crazy. I don't hate it though.
Defense.
It ain't like they have anyone on defense.
They had a horrible defense.
They have nothing.
last year. One of the worst.
They have
So
but sometimes like the Bengals, you can say they have some players. These guys don't have any. They don't have any hope.
one. Ever since Kuechly retired, they had no hope.
Yeah, it's you need every position on defense. So if they felt like that was also best available, I don't hate it. What
They
grade?
got the best defensive tackle. I'll give them a B plus.
B plus. What grade do you give the Panthers, guys? Just saying B. I'm gonna give it a B. I'll give it a B plus. So let's stick with a B plus because I see an A in here. Because it's I know the Panthers ain't gonna win a Super Bowl. If they took some good players, I like that. Are you here? Are you still there, Mike?
I am. My phone went on low power mode, so the video turned off.
Can you plug it in?
Yeah, it's plugged. Hold on. Okay.
As long as we can. Oh God. Now you're dark.
All right.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Right.
As long as you can hear us and we can hear you, it's not that bad. We're used to technical difficulties.
Yes. We don't have the ESPN budget this time. So.
Royal says Herbert has bust written all over him. 4-year starter and still super inconsistent. When his first read is covered, it's random where he throws the ball.
I mean, have you guys seen him play, really? He's pretty good.
He's pretty inconsistent.
Well, he did win the Pac-12 title to carry the team to the Pac-12 championship.
After 30
Utah,
years,
so.
I mean, come on.
Was he a 4-year starter?
I trust
Is
this
that
guy.
true? All right. I didn't know that.
Okay, Panthers, we gave him a B+. Up next, number 8, Arizona Cardinals. And then we're doing, guys, we're doing team grades here. What could be better? And then what do we got tomorrow? Dennis Rodman documentary?
I've seen it already. I got the leak.
Did you get the whole episode? Or
Yeah, the whole. I saw
don't
everything.
say anything
I
about
showed
it,
you.
though.
I'm not.
No. I saw you watch it. I don't know if it was the whole episode.
It was.
Yeah.
I saw it. Everything's already out. It's just the public, the mainstream public hasn't seen it all.
That's television for you.
Yeah.
It's not, everything can't be as dope as Couch, where it's just live. Are you going
Cardinals.
live today? You going live today? That's all everyone asks me. I'm like, what about my pre-recorded videos? You don't want that. That's old. We only want live.
Only live action.
Yeah. Ooh, they got
Cardinals are good.
Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah, that gave him a good grade just there.
And then
with
they
that
went
pick.
with the offensive lineman Josh Jones. I don't know how good he is, but that was round 3.
He was really good because he was like a first round talent and he kind of fell. So that was great.
That sounds
Third
good.
round, yeah, he went to the 3rd round and he was a first round.
What grade are
talent.
you giving Cliff Kingsbury's house?
Oh, for the house, I'm gonna bump him up to an A-.
For the house, I'm gonna give him a AAA,
Yeah.
AAA plus 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 plus.
But I'm docking it because it's in Arizona, so it's not as impressive.
Yeah, the AC's always on. I don't like I don't like how AC feels if it's blowing on me for hours.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just
So
me.
A-.
So what do you give the Cardinals team an A-?
Mhm.
I'll agree with that. A- for the Cards. What do you guys give the Cardinals? I have an A-. I have a B+. I have another B+. I have another A-. Jacob Pico seems like a Homer Cardinals fan because he just put an A and
He's
tons
like
of
A+.
pluses. So let me know, Jacob, are you an Arizona Cardinal Homer? Do you have your AC on 24 hours a day? Do you call the AC repairman and start yelling like, I'm on hold, Dad, my AC fixed?
I went to Phoenix over last summer, and it was the hottest place I've ever been.
For real?
It was like my skin. Yes.
No
Dude,
way.
skin
But
was,
you've been to the
peeling off my
Philippines
body.
where it's disgusting
It
humid.
was way hotter. No,
Whoa.
hotter. Yes.
Because you're not
I'll
used
say
to that
that also.
humidity, right, in the Philippines?
No.
Like when you go there, it's like, holy hell.
Yeah, well, that's a different type. It's more of like a tropical humidity. This was like the sun was directly on me, like skin, like piercing through my skin.
Dang,
It
it's
was,
like
it was
scorching.
bad.
Wow.
Like I got sunburned.
Wow. I mean, if you say it's the hot, you've traveled quite a bit. So if you say it's the hot,
Yes,
and you've been
I
to the
have.
Philippines and Asia, and
I've been all over.
and Europe, yeah. So
This is
it's
the
like,
hottest.
well, Europe's cold, but
Yeah, Europe's cold.
it's like,
I can say that very confidently.
damn, the hot. Oh my god.
It's called the Phoenix Suns for a reason. It
Yeah,
feels like
that's
the sun.
that's. I
Like,
told
you
you
know what I mean?
nobody lived there until air conditioning was invented. Like,
I agree.
I mean, it's just how it
you can
was.
get a house like dirt cheap because of that
Damn.
in Arizona. Like Cliff Kingsbury's house, probably like $500K. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's a joke.
Bro,
But
Silicon Valley,
probably
like
not that.
anywhere near Silicon Valley, there's these really like ugly 1-story houses that are like 10 mil. Like run down houses are 10 mil just because it's
Like a plot of land is like $1 million, just like the land.
just like
It's like
dirt.
$2 million. Yeah, seriously.
That's how it is. Yeah. What the hell are we talking about? Oh yeah, Cardinals get an A-. I was like, wait, what are we? I was like, what podcast is this?
It's a real estate podcast now.
And we're moving on to Florida.
Ooh, Jag.
Jacksonville Jaguars, number 9. Let's see. We have some quotes here. What do we got? I'm a Las Vegas Raider fan. Okay, Jacob, I like that. I like that you can give a team props. Oh, and he was grading the house. He was grading the house, by the way. That's a fair.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Chris says, I'm a Broncos fan and even admit they killed it. It's true.
Good,
Cardinals did kill it.
We got some competition now.
Colby says the Cardinals are my 3rd favorite NFL team. Love all Arizona and Denver teams alongside with the home Chicago teams. Arizona is my 27th favorite team. You like that? Just rank it. My 3rd. You're allowed to have a 3rd favorite team, Mike. You can only go 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Nah.
No, two. Yeah, and it can't be like a Niner and Raider fan.
Yeah,
like,
it's no. I hate that. I hate that so much. Look, Bay Area. Like no.
Or like I'm a Jets and Giants fan. Like no.
No. Oh God, that's so bad. No, the only reason I had like a second favorite team is like because if my friend plays on the team or something.
Oh yeah.
So as soon as Taylor Gabriel got cut from the Bears, I'm no longer a fan.
What team is he on now?
He's free agent. Nobody wants to sign anybody right now because of this lockdown.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What team's Jadeveon Clowney on? I don't think he has a team yet.
He's not on the Seahawks anymore.
He's free agent.
Free agent.
Yeah.
Oh wow, interesting.
That's funny how it came up with the top free agents as soon like before free agency hit, and he was at the top, and now he's still at the top. It's like, dang, like
he is good.
Almost everyone got signed. Like he's still there. Devontae Freeman, yeah, no one wants.
Why would you sign anyone? You don't even know if the season's gonna be played. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, it's always so Taylor Gabriel, yeah, and doesn't have a. I don't think he has a.
He'll get signed.
I mean, he still has a few productive. Like he can be a starter on your team
if he's still fast. Like sign him.
Yeah, I remember he had that one baller game last year. Like
he did like, 3 TDs, right?
Yeah.
Something crazy like
against
that.
Josh Norman.
Wow, that's impressive.
Josh Norman sucks, but
yeah.
Still, I mean, I just like he's not your wide receiver 1. It's obvious, maybe not even 2, but it's like he can start on your team. So that's, I mean, if you can get a player like that for cheap, that's a good signing.
That's true. You can get him, yeah, for a good deal.
Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's give a grade. Wait, I'm on the Cardinals still. What's your grade, Mike? I'm slacking.
On the Jags or the Cardinals? Wait, what? Jags or Cardinals?
Jags. No, we're done with the Cardinals. Cardinals got an A-.
Okay, I thought they were gonna get Judy there. That kind of surprised me, but they got a really good, shutdown corner, C.J. Henderson, who's from Florida, so I'm sure they got a lot of tape on him. And their defense was, they kind of rebooted it real quick. So I like what they did. I'll give them a B+.
Yeah, I like these draft picks. And they got Laviska, which I was seeing like, hey, Packers, like, all right, if you want to do this weird love stuff, that's cool. Maybe get a wide receiver round 2. No. Hell no. We need to get a running back. We need more running back. You know what we need? We need more quarterbacks and running backs on our team. Like, what the hell? You could get such a good wide receiver round 2. Maybe I have to go add Alan Lazard back in Dynasty.
Maybe they got plans to sign a free agent. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't know what else they're going to do.
My friend's a free agent. Taylor. Let me text him right now. Do you like cheese? ? Send. Fire. Do you like cheese? And can you live in the cold?
He's like, no, I'm lactose.
Hey, those if you have a bunch of servers, does it get warm?
Yes.
So in a place like Wisconsin, it's kind of cool, huh? You have a bunch of servers. It kind of warms up the place because it's so damn cold there.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Mike's like, I mean, what topic? Why are we talking about the worst topic?
I'm just gonna go along with it.
Taylor
Yeah.
Gabriel, cheese, servers, weather. Come on, guys. What the hell are you
Real
talking?
estate,
Arizona, air conditioning, Jacksonville Jaguars grade. Let's have team great. Let's give a team
B plus,
great.
B plus.
I love what the Jags did. I think they absolutely
too.
killed it. I'm gonna give them an A.
Okay.
You give them a
I
B
don't
plus?
argue that. I'm gonna go A minus.
A minus. So let's just hit an A minus
A minus.
and move on.
Yeah. Okay. Done. Next. Who we got?
Number 10, Cleveland Browns. What's your
Ooh.
grade on them, Mike? You guys go ahead. Give me the
Hold on,
team
hold on.
grades when you're ready for the Cleveland Browns.
Okay, I like what they did. They got a really good offensive tackle, Jedrick Wills, who a lot of people, see as a future Pro Bowl potential.
Are they gonna have a good
they got
O-line now?
I think so. With that,
I mean, they really attacked the
good.
O-line position this year.
And they got Jank Conklin, who's a really good.
Yeah, from the
offensive
Titans.
tackle.
He's really good.
Yes. And then Grant Delpit, great safety out of LSU. Man, they did good actually. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm gonna give them an A minus as well. I like what they did here.
People really. Oh no, actually, you know what? Njoku was trending on Twitter, and I get Twitter wants to be snarky, witty, whatever. But it's like, look, if you use a tight end and it's in round 4, you want to take him because a lot of teams have 3 tight ends, so it's like, I don't hate it. I just don't.
Wait, what about Njoku? What are
Well, they
people
drafted
saying
a
about?
tight end, Harrison Bryant, which how good is Harrison Bryant? I don't know. So I mean, if there's a round 3 grade tight end that falls in round 4, I don't blame him taking him because they already did. They already got 3 guys that they really, 4 guys that they really need. They got a lineman, they got a safety, they got a D lineman, they got a linebacker. So you know what I mean? Like, it's not like what the Packers did. Like, what do we need? Wide receiver. What do we draft? Not a wide receiver. Like, it's not like that. Like, they attacked what they kind of needed. So yeah, if anyone knows how good Harrison Bryant is, give me a little quotable. Give me a hip hop source quotable for you guys.
I think they can use.
Mike, you look like you're doing
Njoku
a
and
comedy
Hooper at the same
sketch. What's
time.
up with your What's up with the
do you mean,
angle?
what do
You
you-
look like you're about to do crack a
Oh.
joke.
I'm holding it up. 'cause
But
the
you're
phone's
looking
charging.
up though. It looks so funny.
No. It was the phone. I was moving the phone around. I'm using my phone. That's why.
You're
So
about to
I'm
make a
holding it.
TikTok video. It's just the angle. Nothing was wrong. It just the angle just looked a little funny. That's all. Like that wasn't a
Okay,
big
I don't
deal.
know.
I'm sorry. I apologize. What were you about to
Trying my
say?
best.
Yeah, you try. No, I'm just. That's how I am. I'm just picky. But I just look at your face and it's hella funny.
Well, I do have comedic ability. But I think that they could use hypothetically Njoku, and Hooper in 2 tight end sets. Like that's something that isn't far fetched for them.
They're running 2 tight end sets. That's
Oh, yeah,
all. I
that's
mean,
right.
that they're going to. Yes.
So adding a 3rd tight end isn't that big of a deal. But I don't get why people are tripping. Like the Niners have 2 good tight ends, and we still drafted a tight end, a
Yeah.
blocking tight end. So
That's how it is. If one gets hurt, it's like, oh crap. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, we do
People
need
did
3
get
tight ends. Like,
yeah.
and they use them in goal line packages too. And teams like like to do weird things every now and then. Anyway. We're gonna get to the Raiders very soon. We're almost there, matter of fact. But
Hold your horses.
sorry, I can't. What did you give the Browns?
A minus.
A minus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them. I'll give them. Yeah, I'll go A minus. It's between A minus and B plus for me. What do you guys think about the Browns? B plus. Someone wants to free David Njoku. I don't care about him.
He hasn't done anything.
People say Harrison Bryant tight end is pretty good. So
Okay. Well, then that's good. That makes their draft even better.
someone said if he's related to Martavius Bryant, he gives him an A plus.
I don't see the connection.
Let's just
But,
go A minus since no one is talking about this. Nobody cares. Guys, last year, a lot of hype with the Browns. Now you guys don't give a crap anymore. No
That was the
one,
worst hyped up team of all time.
yeah, no one's talking about them anymore. Like, no one even wants to grade. Everybody was grading, and now they stopped.
You fooled me twice. Shame on me. You fooled me 3 times. Oh wait, I don't know.
No
Shame
Baker,
on you.
no
I don't
Baker
know.
fans here, guys. Number 11, New York Jets. I think they did good. You know what they did, Mike?
They got Mekhi Becton.
They did what the Niners did last year. They're copying the Niners.
Ooh.
And
How so?
I'm just going
Can you
off the top of
elaborate?
my head, so you got to correct me if I get a detail wrong. But, wait,
Well,
what did
last
I?
year
Oh,
we
I clicked the
drafted
Niners.
Bosa.
I freaked out. I was like, "Ooh, I'm wrong." No, I clicked the nine. Oops, now I clicked the Giants. Woo!
Okay.
All right, come on, brain, you can make it.
So they got Mekhi Becton from Louisville.
Oh, look,
Very
offensive
good.
offensive tackle, right?
Yeah.
Wide
great
receiver and a punter.
pick. Yep.
Is that
Denzel Mims fell. I think that was a really
is that
good
not like
pick.
the Niners kind of loosely the Niners kind of plan last year?
Well, we got Bosa, which is a defensive end, and they got an offensive tackle.
But
So
then
that's the
didn't we
only
get like
difference.
wait, McGlinchey, was that even last year?
That was 2 years ago or 3 years ago. 2 years
I'm
ago.
wrong.
You're wrong.
I'm
It's
wrong.
okay.
But Mekhi Becton, very good
He's a beast.
offensive
He's like an
lineman.
athletic
And
freak.
there's really, I think, about three offensive linemen that I think everyone could really interchange to be number one. I think Wirfs could be number one on a lot of teams' boards.
Yeah, why did they pick him over Wirfs though? That's what I.
Wirfs went later?
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought the Giants would pick Wirfs. So
that's what I'm saying.
what do I know? You know, it's everyone had their, but there was some really good linemen. They got a good one. They got Mekhi Becton. They got Denzel Mims, who's gonna be a day one starter. I think.
Oh, for sure.
He's just ready. Not whether the coach Adam Gase decides to, but I think he'll be able to produce day one. Like he's the type of receiver he'll be able to do things from day one. They did pretty good. Right. What's the grade?
B plus.
B.
I give a B plus.
B plus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them A minus.
Ooh.
So let's just leave it at a B plus. A couple of people gave the Jets a B.
Okay, B plus.
Now,
solid B plus.
Now you're an expert at this next team, right? You know what, what's going on with
which team?
With their mental state, with their front office.
I don't know. Who?
The Al Davis
Packers.
Al Davis, Las Vegas Raiders.
Number 12. This was I don't know what they were doing. That was crazy what they did. Well, they got a good. I mean, Henry Ruggs is great. I like that pick.
But
I mean, that's very on
anyone
brand.
know to really see him as the first wide receiver off the board?
No one. There's no.
And
one.
I'm like you. I don't hate the pick,
right?
But it still was quite the surprise.
Yes, very surprising. And then this was the most weirdest part is that they got Damon Arnett with their 19th pick when he was, pretty much out of most people's first round mocks that he had a 3rd round grade. And then they passed on a lot of D linemen to go with. They went with 3 wide receivers. Like, I think that was overkill. So I don't know. I just think the Arnett reach was really bad. It kind of reminds me of the DJ Hayden pick a few years back where they picked DJ Hayden 6th overall and he had the heart problem and never really panned out. I think this is another one of those. So this whole draft is going to depend on how good Ruggs is, I believe.
And you were talking to me about Cleveland Farrell. So you think that was a bad pick as well? Was that 4th overall last year?
4th overall. That was terrible.
It's just like, what are y'all doing? What are you?
They hit on Jacobs. I mean, and Max Crosby last year, but yeah, questionable picks. Questionable.
I mean, it's just I feel like when you go with Damon Arnett, who's going to be drafted 60 picks later, it screws up everything. And really, because of that one thing, and I'm not hating on anything else, but that one thing is kind of like a dominoes effect. It really does. One draft pick can really mess up a franchise. And this isn't this isn't something that's gonna kill a franchise like a Jamarcus Russell or Ryan Leaf. It's not. I know that, but I'm just telling you guys that by the grade I'm about to give right now, one pick, it does make a difference. Like look, if the Redskins didn't take Chase Young, my grade's gonna be dramatically different. We're talking about that could be a D, an F. Who knows? If the Niners didn't take Bosa, stop, right? Like it's a big deal. One pick is a big deal. We're talking about a first rounder. What do you give the Raiders?
I'm giving them a D.
I'm giving them a D as well. What do you guys give the Raiders? We got a D plus. Ruggs over Lamb and Judy. Damon Arnett. Lynn Bowden in round 3. Brian Edwards was a good pick. I thought you were going somewhere with that, so I gave him some. That's what Chris was saying. The other Chris P, says Raiders C+. Ruggs over Judy and Lamb was questionable, but defensive choices. But defensible, okay, choice. Actually questionable, but defensible might describe their whole draft. I think we're gonna go with a D+ here.
Okay.
They boost. You guys remember, it was your guys' fault that you guys boosted their grade. We'll see how good they do in Vegas. Jacob gives them a C. Now that's the Raider fan, by the way. The Raider fan gave him the highest grade in the chat.
Well, that's on par.
Yeah,
so
that's what we expect, right? Now number 13. Oh boy, here we are. What happened? What do you think? What did the Niners do?
I mean, I correctly guessed exactly what they were gonna do in the first round.
Disgusting, by the way.
Yeah. So we did the mock draft, as you guys may know, me and Hussein, and then we won. I put that we would get Javon Kinlaw,
yeah,
with the 13th pick. Well, it became the 14th pick since we traded down one. And then we moved up to get Brandon Ayuk out of Arizona, this is going to be crazy, but Shanahan said that he was the highest rated wide receiver on his board, which is, I don't know. He
said that exactly because the only thing I heard was he would have took CD or Brandon Ayuk
if Kinlaw wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think, those are two starters for sure. Day one, Kinlaw's going to fill in for DeForest Buckner, which that we had to do that. A lot of people were mad that we didn't get CD and we didn't get Judy there, but we filled two holes and we still got a wide receiver in Brandon Ayuk with a lot of upside. He has a 7-foot wingspan. He's a great route runner. He can, play all over the field, and he's a yards after the catch monster. And what I really liked was them trading with Washington to get Trent Williams to replace Joe Staley. So basically, every hole that we had potentially coming into the season, we filled.
Let me go over each
for a much cheaper price.
Let me go over each hole. So DeForest Buckner, amazing lineman, interior lineman for us. He was so good. We got Javon Kinlaw, who's basically looks like him. If you had to, with the long arms and just getting off blocks.
Yeah, very similar.
It just looks very similar. Very good. Probably a top 2 interior defensive lineman in the draft. Then we lose Emmanuel Sanders, who's getting older, probably, getting past his prime. We replace him with Brandon Ayuk. Now, I was very sad during our Facebook live stream, but here's one that, dare I say, is a fact that Lynch and Shanahan are way smarter than me when it comes to picking, players for the Niners. So if Shanahan likes a guy, I'm going to like a guy, right? Now, I like Debo coming into last year, though, and I also like Metcalf. But I think the places they land in is probably perfect because I don't think Metcalf could have been in any better situation than he landed in. And I see a lot of – and I'm a Metcalf – you know me, I'm Metcalf truther. I made a video about him. I think there would be a lot of teams where if Metcalf went to, he would have been a huge bust. Like, he would have been terrible. And Debo coming to the Niners was a good spot for him. Now, Debo probably would have been successful a lot of other places. But coming to Shanahan and having Sanders teach him the ropes was perfect. So if Shanahan loves Ayuk, I'm hopping on the Ayuk train. Joe Staley. He's about 14 seconds from retiring. What happens? We go get 7-time Pro Bowler Trent Williams from Washington. I mean, this guy's a bit old. He hasn't played in a while. But when you talk about potentially a top 5 offensive tackle in the league still, that's what he is. We don't know, but he has, he's a good chance he's still a top 5 left tackle. You take it.
Did he sit out the entire last season?
He sat out 2 years, I think.
2 years? Wow. He must be a little rusty. Hopefully not.
Yeah, but I mean, it's,
imagine.
like he's he is, but it's like, I mean, what do you want? For cheap, you get, a Pro Bowl left tackle. You take that. Just like with Tua. Like, I don't know. I talked about Tua for a while. Boom, he gets hurt. He's a bust. Whatever. Like, that can happen. Oh, well, I felt like they rolled the dice for the right guy. This is the same thing. Like, do you want to get a Pro Bowl left tackle for cheap? I'm doing it. Because Niners are trying to make a Super Bowl run. Niners are Super Bowl ready. Saints are Super Bowl ready. I don't think the Packers are. But Ravens are. And, of course, freaking Chiefs, man. They're ridiculous right now. They're just on fire. Yeah, man, I love the Niners. And you know what why I'm going to give this grade? I swear it's not a homer pick. Those little moves, other than Trent Williams, because that's a big one. The little moves with Goodwin and Breida to shed and add $5 million in cap space for our number 3 running back, or however you want to just call Breida a backup, because it's complicated. It's a running back by committee, but let's just call him a backup running back when we have 5 formidable running backs, and getting rid of Goodwin, who's our wide receiver 4, and shedding that cap space and moving back in and getting a couple picks that we like getting some more linemen, getting a tight end. I love it. I'm giving the Niners an A+ and giving myself a worse grade, because I wouldn't be as good of a GM as these guys are.
I'm giving him an A. I just don't want to be super biased, because I would have given him an A+.
Don't worry, it's coming off super biased anyway. People say what they want to say. But I think I have a good amount of body of work on the internet for what, you know what I mean? Like, everyone can go back and look at my videos where I look dumb or I look smart. I'd say it's safe to say I'm not a homer when I talk about my own team. Now, I get excited, that's for sure. I'm not gonna doubt. Like, I'm gonna hide that. But I've been pretty. I'd say I've been pretty accurate too. When I tell people, look, don't draft the Niners wide receiver, don't draft the Niners, running back. I'm like, watch out for this. I'm like, Bosa's a great fit. Bosa's a good player. I think I've been pretty accurate too as well. So what grade do you guys give the Niners? Dave says C+. B-, C+, B. It's fair though. As long as you guys are giving the grades with some thought, if you love CeeDee Lamb and Judy and you thought that was a huge mistake, I respect it. As long as you got a reason, like, I respect.
I was saying, like, let's say we did draft Judy. Like, who would be our defensive tackle then? Like, we would have had.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't even know his name, but we did lose another defensive tackle. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that till today. And so when you lose your number 1 defensive tackle, and then you lose like your number 7 or 6, defensive lineman, that's like, I didn't know we needed it that bad. And I was like, oh crap, we do need a defensive tackle. Whether he's a starter or bad, like, we need one, like, right now, like, because we have to have one out there, because we're putting 4 defensive linemen out there. We got to have one. Like, someone's got to start. Like, it's just how it is.
And we got the second best one.
Yeah, we got one that's starting day 1, and it'll probably be really good, because it's like, you're gonna double Bosa or you're gonna double this rookie. Like, it's someone's gonna get one-on-one matchups. It's gonna be favorable. And then we still have Armstead, which is just a super stud that kind of came a kind of sleeper defensive lineman.
And we have D Ford and Solomon Thomas. Like, we're loaded.
Yeah, it's just that you would think that the guys that, like, we thought that Solomon Thomas was the one that's gonna ball out, but instead it was Armstead. But it is what it is.
He can still ball out. I mean, he was a 3rd overall pick. There's talent there. Just, I don't know when he's going to put it together. And this might be the year 3.
We said that last year, though. Isn't this year 4? No, wait.
No, it's year 3.
Oh, it is?
I think. I'm pretty sure.
When did Mitchell Trubisky get drafted?
I thought 3 years ago.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Okay, so Patrick Mahomes was in that draft. He sat out 1 year.
Yeah.
He played
And
this.
he won a Super Bowl.
He won
third
3.
year.
This is his 4th year. We're going into 4th year.
Coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Solomon.
Oh, okay,
This is
so
going
yeah.
into Solomon Thomas's 4th year.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
So we said it last year about him.
Well, this is the real last year because it's the end of his contract.
Do you want to change your grade to an A+ to try to mess up their average?
Sure. Yeah, A+.
Okay, me and Mike give it A+. You guys gives about a C+. So we're at a B+. Guys, that's math, okay? You can't argue with math.
That's science.
This is going slow. How do we speed this up?
Just go to the next team.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, number 14. We need a team grade.
Tristan Wirfs, great pick. Antonio Winfield, another great safety. I'm going to give him a B. I'm going to give him a B.
What do you guys give the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, guys? Oh, they got Wirfs? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They needed that.
Amazing.
Tom
I think
Brady.
he's the best lineman
Yeah.
in the draft. Antoine Winfield.
He's good.
I have Ronald Jones in
yeah.
Dynasty, and they crushed my heart a little bit by drafting Vaughn in the 3rd round.
That's just depth. That's fine.
Yeah, Ronald Jones is going to ball out. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's not going to happen.
This is his year.
Oh, God.
The year of Rojo. Could happen.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Everyone's giving them an A-.
Okay.
I think they did very well. I'm going to agree. What'd you give them?
I said a B.
Okay, we'll stay with
We'll go B+.
A-. Everyone's giving them an A-. I think that they did really good, and I'm giving. Oh, someone tried to mess up the average. Too late. Someone snuck in a C+. Day. That's crazy, man. That's crazy how people have such different C+. Really?
Well, why? We need to know why.
I mean, like what the moves they made sense. Like they got an offensive tackle for Brady. Like they got a good value running back that screws up my dynasty guy. They got a good safety. Like I don't know, man.
He's a hater.
I wanted them to draft wide receiver. I wanted them to go tight end. Next up, Broncos. Look like they did very well. I know there's at least one Broncos fan in the chat. I know that.
I think they got an A for Judy and all the weapons they got for Locke. They got Hamler. Yeah, they did good.
Judy, Hamler.
Those two right there.
Yeah.
I mean, those are gonna make a difference. So I'm gonna give them an A.
Yeah, I love what they did. I'm gonna give them an A as well.
They got our Judy. I hope he doesn't fall out. Hello?
Oh yeah, I'm waiting.
Okay,
I don't know what do you guys give the Buccaneers? Oh no, sorry, Broncos.
Broncos.
We give it A. Broncos are trying to be the Chiefs. Well, I mean, I guess that's good.
I think everyone's trying to.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. We'll just go A-, as I don't think everyone's gonna give him an A. Someone yelled A-.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
Oh, someone gave him an A. That's a Denver fan. And the next team is Atlanta. I think we're gonna have to change this to an A now. Okay, we changed it to an A.
Go
we got
A.
a lot of A's.
Go A.
P. Ryan, steal of the draft.
Oh yeah, that was good too.
What team did he go to? It's not the. What team?
P. Ryan did he go to the Jets?
Jets, I think. Yeah, I think you're right.
Jets.
I just don't know why that guy said that. Oh, he just wanted to make a statement.
Yeah, it's fine. Just keep going.
Atlanta Falcons.
Ooh,
I feel like
I didn't like this.
I don't like this organization anymore.
I hate them.
I mean, I don't know if they did bad. I think they did good, but
I think they did bad.
you think so? I'm gonna give them a B.
I'm gonna give them a C+.
What do you guys think about the Bucks?
Jeez.
I'm not good at this. Ever since we hit the Cardinals, I've been off my game.
It's okay.
Falcons are a C plus.
Yeah.
Viking fans says
Actually, C. I'm gonna give them a C. Actually, they're not even that good. C plus. The draft's like mediocre all the way around.
We'll just give them a C plus to average it out.
Okay.
Next up, oh my God, any Dallas Cowboy fans in here?
Oh
wowza,
my!
weezer.
Wow.
So
They must have had just like a huge party after this. Like Jerry's on the yacht. He's not even wearing a mask. He doesn't care.
yeah, you don't care, dude.
So
everyone there is tested. Like they're tested for everything. They test them for like diseases that we don't even know. Everyone's tested.
Future diseases.
If you don't,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, if you're not negative for all the future diseases and current diseases, you're getting tossed off the boat. Or he has like a backup yacht. He has like a dirty yacht, a disease yacht.
Or there's like a trap door, and then you just go into like a slide. It takes you out into the ocean.
He's like the bathroom's over there, and then they just push the button. There he just poops you out. Because that is a $250 million yacht. I'm like, I don't even like. What is that? I don't even understand.
He was flexing, man. Jerry was flexing.
So
on
the
everybody.
two people that were the happiest this draft was for some reason Doug Peterson when he drafted a quarterback in round 2, and the entire Cowboys organization. So those two were the most happiest. They were
and Skip Bayless.
So happy.
Skip Bayless.
I haven't seen Skip Bayless's face in 8 months. I don't know.
He's a great cowboy. He's a huge cowboy.
Oh, he loved it. Oh, that's why he loved. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, he's been on a lot of YouTube clips, just praising the Cowboys pick.
So guys, yeah,
And,
they kind of killed it. There's no other way
killed
to. I like making fun of the Cowboys, but they kind of killed it. CeeDee Lamb, 17 overall, third wide receiver off the board somehow. Trayvon Diggs, Stephon Diggs'
great.
brother, cornerback.
Neville Gallimore,
Robinson, the
Reggie
cornerback.
Robinson.
Yeah, they did very well.
They reloaded basically, and they gave Dak a lot of weapons. So if Dak doesn't do well, it's not because of the weapons. Like, it's Dak. So he has no more outs after this draft.
What are we giving him?
A+.
I'm gonna give him an A+ as well. F-
Good
for
job, Jerry.
CeeDee Lamb's girlfriend. We have a lot of Cowboy haters in here.
I give it A+ to her legs, though. That was great. Thank you for doing that.
All right, next team. Let's just say A- because this is it's the Cowboys.
A-.
Everyone's gonna do a bunch of weird. Yeah, I mean, there's people giving them Fs and stuff.
Oh my!
I'll
The
just
hate
say
is
A-.
real. That means they did really good.
Yeah, exactly. Let's keep it at an A because it's like I want this list to be good.
Yeah, they got an A. Everyone universally.
Yeah, they
praised the
did
draft,
really
so
well, and it's like
there's no way you can deny that.
whether they were gonna be dumb or not, whether it fell in their lap, what happened, and what happened was great for them.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
Very
even
good.
if you don't like CeeDee Lamb as your wide receiver 3, that's like a great fit.
Once they drafted CeeDee Lamb, the Eagles left the chat. Like, it was bad.
Eagles are like, all right, plan B. Ship Carson Wentz, draft quarterback.
They were on tilt after that.
What are you eating tonight,
They're
Mike?
good.
I wanna have a
That's it.
feast. I want a good food tonight. I wanna have.
Oh, I'm having lobster tails.
Oh my God! I knew it. I was like, it did. That's like I felt it, huh? Like I knew
Yeah.
something was up. I knew it. I think I might have to go
Yeah.
Cheesecake Factory tonight. Give me a dessert.
Is it open? Or are you just gonna pick it up curbside?
Oh
or
yeah,
what?
I'm not. I'm not. I wouldn't go anywhere, even if it wasn't a lockdown. Yeah, I'm talking about. Yeah, let's go with a cheesecake. So good, and I don't know what I'm gonna get there. It's a limited menu though. They don't have 150 items like they usually do.
Oh, cool.
Everything's so good. The catfish, the steak. I don't eat too much pasta, but I love pasta.
Great pasta.
Yeah.
Great pasta.
Everything's so good there. If you guys haven't
Their
been to
menu's too big,
Cheesecake,
though.
guys, I highly recommend you go get your contact-free curbside cheesecake. And cheesecake is amazing. I've been going to Cheesecake for several years, and I never tried their cheesecake.
Oh my, it's so good.
Well, I
How
mean,
do
you know,
how
it
do
makes you
know?
fat, so I tried to avoid it. Now I just eat. Now I eat it. So like,
Just,
oh, it's
yeah,
so damn
just have
good.
one a month. You'll be fine.
Yeah, well, I don't eat that much, but they had like a half off cheesecake, and so I tried all those weird ones, and they were like, "Oh, it's only one per person." But I was like, "Do you know who I am?" And they're like, "All right, you can have more." And I was like, "Thank you." It actually worked.
Hilarious.
No, I didn't say that, but they allowed me to have more cheesecake. So I tried a bunch of them.
This podcast was sponsored by Cheesecake Factory.
This podcast is sponsored by Wendy.
This is funny.
I think Burger King.
All right, next.
Burger King's the one that needs needs the most help right now. Miami Dolphins. This is easy because we already graded them.
Yeah.
All right, I'm doing a great job. Not really,
so.
but whatever.
Who's left?
We're moving on. Raiders.
I thought we already did that.
No, this is moving along, baby. Oh, I just went by the picks. Who didn't have a first round pick? I screwed this up.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's okay.
Pats traded out for the first.
We can add them. Patriots. Texans. Right?
Yeah. We didn't go over the Texans. We didn't go over the Eagles yet, did we?
No, we still have more. I just was like, which team, whatever team. No, the Patriots had 20. Never mind. We'll keep going. I just mean like I forgot a couple teams because I took it from our mock. That's all I'm saying.
That
So
was
we
your
don't.
mistake, yeah.
It's okay. We don't even have to for the podcast. It's okay. So I added the Texans. Whatever team never started out with the first rounder, we may have missed, and I think it was only the Texans. But I'm probably missing another one, and I don't
What about
know.
Buffalo Bills? I don't remember them having a first round pick. Do they have one?
No, I'm gonna write them right here. It's all good. It's not a big deal. But Bills, I did want to talk about though, so that was an important one. The Texans probably didn't have many draft picks. I don't even know what they did. Jacksonville Jaguars. So that is.
We did that.
I'm gonna delete it, and then now we got the Eagles.
Okay, let's just go with the Eagles then. So
Eagles
they get
great.
Jalen Rieger, great pick.
I wouldn't say great,
then-
but I don't hate it like everyone else.
But the thing that was bad about it was they picked Rieger over Justin Jefferson. Like, what was that about? That was kind of weird because Justin Jefferson was definitely rated higher to a lot of people.
Yeah, to me, but I like Rieger though. So I don't know. I can see people rating it differently, but
then they do the most crazy thing is Jalen Hurts. We talked about this briefly.
yes.
We just didn't give it a grade, so we don't have to talk about it in great detail. But overall, I think this is a bad draft for them. But they did get Marquise Goodwin, so I'm gonna give them a C overall. But the Jalen Hurts pick, I think, that docks them a lot.
I'm gonna give them a D plus, maybe C minus, right in between.
Okay, that's fair. I can see that.
Like, I mean, I'm a D plus. I'm gonna give a D plus. People say F minus, D minus, B plus for Jets. This is the first draft I have liked since the John. Oh, you're Viking fan. What are you gonna catch up to the stream or? I think he's watching late or something. C plus minimum says Kobe. F plus. So I think should we just leave it D plus?
D plus is fine.
Because it gets all over the place, anywhere from a C plus to an F minus.
Yeah, D plus.
D plus is about an average. Vikings, we didn't do this yet. Vikings, what did they do? I don't remember anything.
I don't remember either.
Anything. No, they did good. Now I'm starting to come back to me. I think did they trade?
Okay.
I think they may have traded. They got Justin Jefferson. Yes.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah.
And they got Jeff Gladney, who I believe is a really good corner. Hopefully, I'm remembering the right guy. That's in the pick 22, they got Justin Jefferson. Then I think they traded back or something because that's not their pick. They got Jeff Gladney at 31 overall. I think they did good because I'm kind of seeing what the Raiders went wide receiver corner, right? Kind of seeing what the Raiders did, and then look at what they did. Much later, they got Justin Jefferson. Much later, they got Jeff Gladney. It's like I say they got better players
They had
later.
17 picks? That's crazy.
17. What did they? Oh, they traded Diggs. They got a lot for him, but I don't know how you get to 17, but
It says a 7-round draft record of 17 total picks after 2 trades.
they broke a record.
Wow.
Oh, so they traded Diggs, then they traded down. So wow.
They did a lot.
Holy moly.
I think they deserve a high grade then.
Yeah, because they made some smart moves. When you make moves like this, it may not work out exactly, but they probably were doing the math, bro. They were like, look, the Raiders drafted a wide receiver. They drafted a corner that's supposed to go way. You know, like, I'm just doing the math.
Yeah.
They're like, man, we can get our corner we want later. Boom. So,
I'm going to give it an A.
A?
Yeah.
I'm there with you. Justin Jefferson replaced Diggs. It's as simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's
Solid.
saying a B. I'm gonna give him I'll give him an A as well. They broke the record. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
People saying A
Make a
minus.
move.
So we'll put it at A minus.
Okay. Fair.
Okay. And
Fair.
Patriots. Dog emoji. Just leave it at that.
Incomplete. Great.
Look, I'm not gonna pretend I know what the hell the Patriots are ever doing, but they're always right. I mean, not always.
No quarterback though. What was that?
They're tanking.
Sure.
Trevor Lawrence, bro.
Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense.
They're
I don't know.
tanking.
Like, you couldn't even get Jake Fromm. Like,
They don't like him. You don't like him. You don't like him.
I don't know. I just think it's gonna blow up. Bill Belichick this year is gonna be hate his life. It's gonna be bad. But yeah, if they're tanking, man, they're doing a great job.
Well, I'm not gonna pretend I know what I'm looking at right here with the Patriots. Chris is a Patriots fan. He's also a moderator here. He says Patriots get a not N/A not available, not applicable.
I would say incomplete.
Incomplete
Yeah.
is a fair. Okay. I
Yeah,
remember the
we'll
first high
just
school I
say
went to,
maybe
they
next
actually
year.
gave out incompletes, like they do in college.
Dang, that's bad.
And
But fair.
moving on to the Saints, I think the Saints did very well.
Yeah, they got Cesar Ruiz.
They
That
killed
was
it. They
good.
killed it. They're gunning for a Super
That's
Bowl.
great.
Cesar
They have to go through
Ruiz,
us first.
really good center. Zach Bond, I don't know what happened. Something must have happened.
Yeah, what happened?
Was he the guy who peed diluted pee sample or something? I think it
Probably.
was. Yeah. Okay, that's
Something
wait.
happened.
Okay, that's the only thing that makes sense. I'm like, why round 3 for drinking water? Like, Zach, what happened?
Yeah.
I just drank water. Was that a crime?
They had
Is that a crime staying hydrated? Little H2O? Huh?
no picks in the final 4 rounds.
They had a
very
round 7
top-heavy.
pick. Tommy Stevens, sleeper quarterback.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that.
I don't know.
I'll give him a B. I mean, Cesar Ruiz is good and Bond, but I don't know much about any
I think they're ready, though. I think they're ready. I'm going to give them an A minus.
okay.
B plus.
Think they're ready to beat us? I don't think so. They could though. They could. They almost beat us.
I mean,
actually.
they're really good. Like, you got to play it out. You know, it's one game. You go out on the field. Let's see what happens. Niners are
They got
great.
Emmanuel Sanders now too. They stole.
I mean,
us.
let's see. Yeah, let's see what happens. I think they're really good, and I think Breeze is a really good quarterback. So, yeah, we'll see. And you got Mike Thomas, Kamara. They got weapons. They got good defense. We got the better D.
Oh yeah.
I do know they probably have the better offense, but then we got Shanahan's a really good coach too, so I think he can compete. So we'll see, man. You said B plus.
I said B.
B. I said A minus. Oh, Colby says no. That was Fulton who did that couch. So why did Bond go late? What happened? I don't know. I felt like he went way late.
I think he just fell.
The Colts. Okay,
Who
is that one
forgot?
we forgot? Yeah, I made a mistake, guys. So yeah, if we forgot a team that didn't have an originally a first round pick, we'll do it. Yeah, so the Colts, I think we messed. I think we don't have them. Colby says Saints get an A.
And hey, why?
Oh, and then Chris is saying that Bond did it too. So Bond did something
Okay.
with his pee-pee as well.
So you're not.
So
you're
you have
not
more than
crazy.
one pee-pee. They probably peed in each other's. They cross streams. I'm like, Bond,
yeah.
hello. Like, this is a pregnant woman's urine.
Oh yeah, who did that happen to?
No, that's like in a
running back?
movie. I don't know.
No, someone did that.
No, it happens. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it's like an NFL
pregnant.
player though. Is all I'm saying. Like,
I think it is. It was an NFL player for sure. I forget. I think it was a running back.
free sticker
and
for
used his
source.
girlfriend's pee, and then they were like, "You're pregnant." Yeah, remember that? That was
No, I
Google
don't.
that.
I know it's
That definitely
happened. I
happened.
just don't know if it's happened in the NFL. That's all I know.
No, it did for sure, 100%. I just don't know which player, but that definitely happened.
Okay, B plus and move on. Vikings,
Let's just go to
Dolphins.
the Colts. We're already at the Colts.
No, we're on
We can
Seahawks.
Talk about them. Oh, Seahawks? Okay.
Oh, Colts. Let me write that though. Yes, I wrote them down. I wrote down the Colts, Bills, and Texans. So I think we have it covered, but who knows? Seahawks.
What did they do? I don't know.
You guys let me know if I forgot a team. Okay, please help me out. So next we're on the Seahawks. I don't think they did well. I think they did bad.
They didn't. They did bad.
What's your grade, Mike?
I'll give them a C.
Okay, so they went with Jordan Brooks, linebacker.
Meh.
Okay pick.
Darryl
Taylor, edge. Damian Lewis, guard. Colby Parkinson, tight end. DJ Dallas.
Nothing really jumps out, like,
Yeah.
jumps off the page. Just very average, mediocre. So they get a mediocre grade.
C minus.
C.
C minus. Let's go with the C minus.
All right.
Because that's what
That's
people are
fair.
saying.
Love it.
I just added Rams, Steelers, Bears, Colts, Bills, and Texans. So I think we got them all now.
I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
And the Ravens.
Ooh, A. Maybe A plus.
I think I might give them an A minus, but let me look at the picks really quick. So the Ravens got Patrick Queen, J.K. Dobbins,
great pick.
Justin
Ooh, another
Mudabui.
great pick.
I
Fire.
think they really should attack the wide receiver position. I was a little bit bummed that they got a running back, but
They did get a receiver. They got Devin
Duvernay, yeah, which is
Yeah.
probably good value, I
It's
guess.
great value where they got him.
Okay.
But yeah.
And they're going for this.
He had 106 catches last season.
It's kind of fun when you got a team like the Ravens where you both have youth and you're going for a Super Bowl. It's pretty rare, and that's just not what the Packers are doing, obviously.
If the Ravens don't lead the league in rushing next season, like, I don't
Shame
know what
on
happens.
them.
Something
Like,
bad
seriously.
happened. Yeah, something bad happened.
Lamar, Dobbins, Hill, Gus Bus, and Mark Ingram. Like, what the hell?
Oh, that's gross, dude. They have to lead the league in rushing.
Yeah, seriously. So you gave him an A?
A.
I'm gonna give him a A minus. Colby says Ravens get it. I'm gonna change it to an A. I'm gonna do it. Let's go A then.
They did well.
Yeah, I mean, how can I hate? Like they have a great
You
team.
can't.
They're getting better. They got good value, and they did get a wide receiver. Like,
Yeah,
so I
so they
can't.
checked all the
At least
boxes.
if they didn't get a wide receiver, I would dock them. Like, come on, you heading into this draft and not coming out with a receiver? Get out of here.
Well, they might get Antonio Brown still, so that's in the cards.
AB.
Yeah, I think if there is a team that would sign him, it's him. It's them.
With
Because of
his
Hollywood.
cousin, yeah.
The Hollywood Brown connection. He's gonna vouch for him, obviously.
The Titans did nothing, right, except for the meme. Did they
Yeah.
do something?
I don't know. I
Isaiah
don't
Wilson tackle. A lot of people loved Christian Fulton. I don't know.
remember. I don't know.
Is that? I think that's the guy who PP'd.
Okay.
And maybe he
I
was
don't
a-
know enough about their selections to give a
Christian.
good
I'm
grade.
googling Christian Fulton PP.
I don't
LSU
know if you wanna
making
Google that.
making PPE.
PPE.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna give him an incomplete.
Why Titans picked LSU's Christian Fulton despite his trouble past.
That's not good. That's not good. I'm just gonna give him a C because I don't know if anyone wants to give him a better grade. Be my guess. What else?
What do you guys give the Titans? I don't know either. Let's just stick with the.
They got a good running back though, Darrington Evans.
I don't
He
even
should
know
be.
who that
He's
is.
he's gonna be like a scat back for. He's like a better version of
Dion Lewis.
Dion
Yeah,
Lewis. Yeah,
he didn't do well on the Titans. And
I think
then
they actually did better than I thought. I think I'm gonna give him a B.
B.
Yeah.
So I'll stick with a B minus then, because a couple
That's
people
fair.
just gave him a B. Oh, someone gave him a C. But this guy's been hating on everybody. Dave, Dave has been really harsh. Dave, tell me who gets an A, other than other than your favorite team. Trivia question. Now we have the Packers. Oh God. Oh God. This team they did too much.
They tried way too hard.
They doubled down on the poop. Like it's
They
just too
basically alienated their second most important player in franchise history, like one of the top players ever in Packers history.
much. Bart Starr's rolling in his grave. Ooh. Is that when you're supposed to say too soon to make it less weird?
Too soon.
No, it's never too soon. Never. What do we give it? What grade?
I'm gonna give it a D.
D. Ankit says
Disaster.
F.
Yeah, I might be too lenient.
Chris,
Like, might deserve an F.
In honor of Chris.
Unless Jordan Love balls. That's the only way.
F
it's
underscore is what Chris gives, and we'll stick with the F underscore.
If Jordan Love becomes the next Mahomes, then I'll definitely bump it up.
Then we'll have to change this document.
We'll have to change
we have to go back and change it. Like it's important. 49ers already gave him a good grade.
Yep.
And the Chiefs. Who did they pick after?
They got the running back.
After that, after that, I think they got another good player, but I don't. Let me look. I need to refresh my brains. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, first running back off the board. Willie Gay Jr. I honestly don't know these other guys too well, so.
Well,
Chiefs
I
great
think
guys.
that they improved their offense, so they already had a Super Bowl winning offense.
Yeah, they didn't.
So,
They didn't need much more.
Yeah, they didn't need much more. So if you look at it that way, I think you kind of got to give them an A minus at least because they got better. You know,
Just like I trust Andy Reid. If he gets his running back,
too.
watch out. Like he's. And
Yeah,
I always loved Clyde Edwards. I kept saying that. I just thought he was gonna go like early round 3 is all. So
no, what? No,
he had a higher. A lot of people. It was all over, bro. A lot of people didn't have him in the top 3. So.
I saw a lot of.
But I'm saying I loved him. Like, and he did a 4.60 40 time. But he's just one of those guys who just way faster in real life is all. And he can catch. He can move, and he can.
He had a 4.6.
Yeah, just slow as hell for a running back. But he's not like that on the field. People saying B+.
But the other picks weren't that great, so
we'll just stick with a B+, I guess. What'd you give him?
That's fair. B.
A B? Oh, I gave him a B+,
Yeah.
so we got to lower it to a B then.
Okay.
All right, guys, Rams.
That's about right.
I hate the Rams organization.
Whatever they did, it was bad. I already know.
I just hate
They had
them.
no first-round picks. They traded, like, all their picks.
Yeah.
All their first-round picks.
Ooh, Jalen Ramsey.
For, like, the next 5 years.
Yeah. Cam Akers, Van Jefferson, Terrell Lewis, Terrell Burgess. I recognize some of these players are good, but I don't know. I feel like they're just kind of poop. I'm gonna give them.
Jefferson and Lewis are very injury prone. Also,
I'm gonna give them a C, which is not that I hate it what they did, but I don't like it either. So I'm gonna give them a C.
I'm gonna give them a C.
C as well. Antic says B. Colby says Clyde Edwards-Helaire makes so much sense. He will be great. Lucas 9 was a steal where they got him. Give them at least a B. What about the Rams, guys? What do you guys think? Right now I'm gonna write a C and move on to the Steelers.
Yeah, just do that.
Chris said Rams didn't do too bad. Well, when I got a C, that's what my teacher told me too. So you didn't do too bad on this test. You got a C.
That's really good for you.
Yeah, you're gonna pass.
You're gonna make it, kid.
You're gonna get your diploma. You're gonna be all right.
You're not gonna be stuck in Vallejo forever.
Oh God. A lot of my friends
No,
are.
we got that.
Or they moved as far as Fairfield.
That's
buck stops
it's
there.
up. That's an upward trajectory. So take it.
Technically, yeah. I mean, it's not great, but
I don't like their picks. This is bad.
what are we doing?
But they didn't have a
Steelers?
first rounder. Steelers, yeah. So they didn't have a first rounder, so that kind of hurts them. Their best pick was Chase Claypool from Notre Dame, wide receiver. Well, I think they definitely needed a wide receiver, but I don't really like any of their other picks.
They didn't splash, huh? No splashing.
Yeah. No,
Well, they don't have a
splashing.
first rounder.
Yeah, so it kind of hurts them. So I'm gonna give them a C minus.
What grade team did we give the Seahawks? We gave them a meh C minus. No excitement.
Not impressed.
Not impressed. But they'll probably pan out because they draft well. But we just didn't like it. And the Steelers, you give a C minus.
Yeah.
Without knowing much, I mean, I don't like. I mean, they came in. You know, they didn't have many assets, or they didn't have a lot of quality picks. And I don't like it, so I'm gonna give them a D. So people saying C minus.
Okay. That's around that range, yeah.
So let's just go with a D plus then for them.
Cool.
Do you think we have to
Why
change?
did they get a quarterback? They should have got a.
Do you think we have to change these grades or we just leave them? Huh?
Just leave them.
Just leave them and post them.
Just leave it.
It was a team. I mean, I did it, you did it, and the fam did it. So I feel like
a lot of checks and balances.
Yeah, it did. It really so the Niners don't get an A plus plus plus. Like,
yeah.
Exactly. What are we gonna do? They get an A minus or A, whatever we gave them. So
that's fair.
It's fair. It is. It's very fair. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Is that it?
No, Bears, incomplete.
Oh, okay. Incomplete. Yeah, I don't know what they did. I don't know any of these guys. So.
Well,
I don't know.
They traded for Khalil Mack, so.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I doubt
they
they
didn't have any.
Cole Kmet, tight end. Jalen Johnson. I think both these guys are good, but I feel like some of these I know for dang near a fact, some of these teams that drafted a tight end later rounds are going to get way better value than what the Bears got in round
I'm reading
2.
here that the Bears have 10 tight ends on the roster now that they got this guy.
How is that possible? Zach Miller's still on the roster. He doesn't have a leg, but he's still on the roster.
No. That's what it says here. The Bears now have 10 tight ends on the roster. Well, I'm sure they're not going to start the season with 10.
The Bears get it incomplete. Let's move on, right?
Yeah, move on.
No one's loving the Bears, so I think incomplete is quite fair.
Unless they get Aaron Rodgers somehow, then maybe.
They find a way to destroy Aaron Rodgers' career. Then we'll revisit this list.
Did we do the Bills? I don't remember the Bills.
We're on it. We're coming up. Colts.
Oh, okay.
Colts, Michael Pittman, wide receiver. A lot of people liked him. I don't know if he was on my top 7, top 9, though. Jonathan Taylor, I love this pick.
Yeah.
In round 2. I always preached that Marlon Mack wasn't the one, and now everyone knows this. Jonathan Taylor is better. He's just a real running back. He's going to run hard. He's going to run fast. He's a man's man. You don't want to tackle this guy. And once he sees the hole, he can run inside the tackles.
He's really smart too. Like he's really into science because they were showing like their profiles, draft profile, and he's like really.
I like
he's a
my
pretty
running
smart
back
guy.
to be dumb, actually, like Zeke.
Like,
That was just a joke.
Oh,
Well, I'm not saying that Zeke's not the part that I said that because Marshall Faulk was smart, and so no, I was joking about that. Zeke being dumb, I don't know. Maybe
you got to say I'm just kidding.
in this game, I'm looking. But no, Zeke can really be dumb. It's all good.
So yeah, I like it. It was good. Pittman's great. And then technically, so they traded the 13th pick to us, the Niners, for DeForest Buckner. So you kind of gotta calculate that move as well into this. So
and they still ended up with some good pieces, even though they made that trade. Now their defense is getting better with DeForest Buckner. Jacob Eason though, round 4. I think Jacob Eason is a quarterback where no one knew where he would get drafted.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, am I saying his name right even?
Yeah, Jacob Eason.
Okay.
Yes.
So he could have went anywhere, right? Round 2, like.
He's got a big arm. Like he's solid. I like it. They had a good draft.
They did well, especially if you consider that they made the Defoe trade and lost their first round pick. I love it. I'm gonna give them A-.
Me too.
Someone just said A- right when I said that, so we'll stick to that. 3 people said A-. Colby says B+. Chris says B+. So that's very close. We're all pretty much in agreement, guys. And then Ankit says A to solidify that A-.
Nice.
Okay.
Way to go. I like it.
Yeah, they did well.
Job Colts. They got Phillip Rivers just waiting to take him to the Super Bowl.
A great Madden quarterback. But
great, yeah, elite Madden quarterback.
Like really good Madden. He makes good decisions in Madden 20, the video game, when it first came out. And now we have the Bills. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this one. Actually, in my Dynasty League, I have Stephon Diggs, I got Singletary, and I got the Bills D. So this is a big deal for me. I somehow got screwed. Not happy that they got Zach Moss in round 3. Now, this has to directly affect Singletary, right?
No, but the thing about Zach Moss is that he's very injury prone. So that could be a factor. That's why he drops. The medicals weren't good.
I don't like it, man.
I like the Jake Fromm pick, I guess, for value. I think he's going to could be a starting quarterback at some point. Not saying for the Bills, but
I think it's a weird pick. But like you said, at that very dude, he's like, we had him higher on the board. Like he's here at round 5. Like, should we take him? Maybe this was even
a value pick.
It could. I don't know out of the math, but picked 22. So yes, late round 5. It's like, hey, we think he's more of a round 4 guy. Let's just take
low risk.
him. Yeah, and that's how quarterbacks are. This is a strategy a lot of teams do, man. Like the Chiefs, the Eagles, actually the Broncos tried to do this a lot. Stack up on quarterbacks. 2,
it's the most important
3.
position.
Yeah,
you should.
Well, you never want to pay the backups money, but you do want to have them, whether you can trade them. Like, think about how many times Nick Foles got traded. Think about how many times Geno Smith and Mark Sanchez signed contracts, even though they were hot garbage. They're really that. But Nathan Peterman, Mike Glennon, these guys have, they have a lot of chances. They have a lot of value, and if you can find a decent one, a good one for cheap, teams like them. They're assets. You can trade them.
But that's why it's good to draft a rookie quarterback who has upside. So
in a low, very tiny contract, mini contract,
right? Yeah. And he could outplay his contract. You know what I mean?
Yeah, easily,
value wise.
Or you end up trading him for something you really need,
right?
And boom, back again. Draft another quarterback in round 4 or 5. So
I like that strategy. If I was a GM, I would do that strategy. For sure.
So AJ Epineza, who could have went easily round 1. I don't know why he went so late. That's kind of weird. Now you think the Bills?
They said he had a bad combine.
Oh, it dropped. Okay.
Yeah.
The best defense in fantasy next year, which is basically the best defense. Ravens, and then I think the Bills can sneak up there. They really can. They're really good, man.
What about the Niners?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Niners are kind of solidified as the top two,
The
or
top?
some people's rank number
Yeah.
1. Some people maybe rank number 3.
What about Pats?
Patriots? I think
Yeah.
their offense is so bad that I'm gonna lower the defense quite a bit, actually.
So they were good in fantasy last year, but yeah.
But Brady
that
was
just
there.
on Brady.
It makes a
But they
difference.
weren't killing it with Brady, though.
And they
Like,
also
weren't exactly killing it.
fell a little bit towards the end. The Chiefs
That's true.
and the
That is
Ravens climbed up a lot,
Mm-hmm.
while the Patriots fell quite a bit.
Yeah, they started off like on fire.
Yeah, they started off
for the first 8
with these
games.
stats where like, oh, they're doing better than
a running
Darnold
back.
and Le'Veon Bell combined or something. Like they were killing it. Like it was so crazy.
Yeah.
So people are saying Bills D is great. Niners and Ravens also A plus. What are you guys giving the Bills? B,
Well, I'm gonna give them a C plus.
C plus. I think they did very well. I'm gonna give them a B. Yeah, but they just didn't make that splash. But they didn't really have that.
They
I
had
guess
no
B
first
minus.
rounder, that's
Yeah,
why.
I mean, if I had to compare them to another like the Cowboys or something, like it's not within. I'll go B minus. What'd you say?
C plus.
C plus. I think we have to say B here. I see a B. Okay. And then last but not least, Texans. It smells like another incomplete student.
He's gonna have to go to summer school.
Yeah, summer school. Take some classes at the JC. You know the drill. You've been there before.
But online. Online only.
Special tutoring.
They didn't do that good. This is bad. They didn't get one good player for what I'm seeing. Bill O'Brien needs to go. He's making horrible decisions. He's killing that franchise.
So they get a grade of a poop O'Brien.
Yeah, he's ruining their team, dude. He's a good coach, but like he's horrible.
Is he a good coach?
I mean, he's a better coach.
Did they
than
blow a lead?
Personnel.
Did they blow that lead against the Chiefs?
My, that was horrible. Wow.
Which is, it kind of sucks because he's I'm sure he's made some good coaching decisions during the past few seasons. But the biggest one and the most recent one, rightfully so, is where they blew the lead against the Chiefs. And if you beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, you really can't put a cap on how far you can go, because we saw the Titans almost make it to the Super Bowl. Hell, no one thought the Niners would. And actually, some people were, but I mean, the Niners, pretty surprising to go from second worst to second best.
Yeah.
I mean, you beat the Chiefs, you really could make a Super Bowl.
You didn't mention the horrible Hopkins trade.
Oh, I mean, come on. We're talking about as a coach. As a GM, I think it's pretty. I think we know he's down the poop hole. Yeah. I'm talking about coach. Yeah, the G. I mean, yeah, the G. Yeah, of course. That's.
But it's funny because his bad GMing affects his head coaching ability.
Well, yeah, what you do
He's like sabotaging himself.
Yeah, the roster moves you make definitely has something to do with what you got on the field. Yeah. Now, I mean, one thing, they're not going to have Hopkins to throw to. That's something there.
That's terrible. That's bad. That's so bad. I don't know what they're thinking.
Let's just give him an F.
I'm going to give him an F. I like to end it on
Julian
that.
likes to give him an O, which is people won't understand. They won't understand our humor in article form. That's it, guys. Make sure you guys do check out. I want to read one more quote. Texans C-. I like Greenard in the third, and that's it. Okay, that's fair. So if we were being totally fair, I guess we could give him like a D- or D, but I like a nice to end it with that F. I love that. Guys, make sure you guys do check out our video we just posted on the main channel about 3 days ago. Fantasy Football Madden League. It's amazing. I'm rewatching the video again, and it's just
so good.
Awesome. It's an awesome idea where we do a regular 12-team draft on Sleeper Fantasy Football, and then we're going to import the teams on my PS4 on Madden, play it out with computer simulation. I'm going to stream it. It's going to be crazy. We're going to actually put some real gameplay in there, and then the final game, me and Mike We'll go and play it out, each representing a team. Would be crazy if we're representing our own team, but odds are against us that would happen. We're going to duke it out, and it's going to be fun. Everyone's saying it's an amazing idea, and everyone's having a ball. So please make sure you go and check out that video on the main channel. You can subscribe to the podcast, leave a review on Apple, Google, Spotify, every place virtually you can find a podcast. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel here, and make sure you subscribe to our main YouTube channel. It really helps out, guys. You don't need to give us money or anything like that. All donations are appreciated, but just subscribing to our both YouTube channels, hitting that bell icon helps tremendously. And I'm probably going to go live here soon again on this channel to talk Dynasty, coming out with my Dynasty rankings, doing the Madden League. Lots going on. You guys enjoy the Bulls documentary tomorrow.